Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm still in Las Vegas here at the HBX Group Market Hub. And this is, again, a conference, it's the first time for me. I'm here with Bertrand Savard, who is the General Manager for Bedsonline, which is a brand that you know out there pretty well. And he's Bedsonline throughout the world. And we're going to talk to him about Bedsonline as well as HBX as a whole, and also what kind of trends that he was talking about specifically during this conference. And you're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Well, Bertrand, first of all, great conference. I got to tell you, I was very impressed. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of trends identified here. You were part of it. But tell us, first of all, about the product Bedsonline that you oversee and what it does today.
Yeah, so Bedsonline, I'm sure your audience know, and for those who don't, this is, let's say, the segment which is dedicated to travel agency. Mm-hmm. So agents, brick and mortar, that's what we are dedicated to.
Okay, so that's the one that we all know. But HBX as a whole is not a brand. It's only a recent brand that we know about. And tell us a little bit about HBX.
Okay, so HBX is quite obvious. But the X is the most interesting one, right? So the X is the ecosystem. We are an ecosystem. The X is also a multiplier because we want our partner to grow. If they grow, we grow. And the X is also what we are, so product, data, people, and technology.
Okay, so that's really what we're talking about and why you made the name change. And yeah, I mean, for you out there, you'll still know Bedsonline very well, but HBX can do a lot more, right?
Yeah, exactly. So again, it's hotel beds. We are working with wholesalers. It's Bedsonline, so the retail branch I mentioned. It's Roy Back, which is working with the hotel directly, helping them to develop their own channel online, and Travel Stack, which is our B2B2C channel. So yes, and that's the group today. We'll see tomorrow.
Well, yeah, and that's it. You have a lot of upside here. There's a lot going on that you started talking about here that I think things to come. And you've grown immensely even just over the last year.
Yes, absolutely. So we are very happy to see the growth we are having. Obviously, we have also changed completely our technology. So now we are ready to grow.
Yeah, we mentioned that. That was clear that you've done more and you've improved everything. Now, one of the things I want to talk, you sort of were identifying key trends here and what's happening in the market today. And you were up there identifying. Talk a little bit about the trends that you were really talking about.
Yeah. So the trends I was talking about on stage was about the experiential tourism, what we call the experiential tourism. So basically, it's the change of paradigm where people before were basically choosing a destination and booking destination and then figuring out what to do there, right? Whether now people start with thinking about what they want to do and then they decide how to book it, where to book it, and when to book it, right? So it's quite a change. And these, let's say, the way the inputs they are receiving from social networks, from TV, from movies, are the ones that really make them their decision to where they want to go, right? So that's pretty it. So I was mentioning music tourism.
No, you said music and sports. This is you were talking about. I think you were saying that your daughter went to K-pop. I think.
Yes.
Like that.
Oh yes.
And that's why people go to Korea to go to K-pop, right?
Absolutely. So 1 out of 13 tourists in South Korea are going to South Korea because they love K-pop, right? So.
And then the other one, of course, everyone knows about is Taylor Swift, which has been a phenomenon around the world where people are going to different places around the world just to see Taylor Swift, because they can't get tickets here.
She is absolutely. So it's a phenomenon. So for instance, what I was explaining regarding Singapore, where because the city of Singapore negotiated an exclusivity deal with her. It was the only place in Southeast Asia where she was performing the show. The flights to Singapore from the rest of Southeast Asia was multiplied by almost 4.
That's amazing. You know, I got to tell you, I saw her. I didn't see her, but I was in Nashville about a year ago when she was playing there, and she had just finished a concert. And I came in late into Nashville, and there was a storm, and people were sleeping in the airport because they had just come out of a Taylor Swift concert. There were tons of people, so it is a phenomenon totally like that. And the other trend you said is sports tourism, and here we are actually in Las Vegas, and I think in the panel that you were on, we talked about the phenomena that how sports has really been generating incredible travel numbers for places like Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and also the fact that Las Vegas has that capacity to attract all those, let's say, events, or some of them, right, which is quite impressive. And yes, I was talking, for instance, about the Super Bowl, because what is very interesting to see is that it's not only the people that have access to the stadium that are traveling. For the Super Bowl, more than 300,000 people came to Vegas for the weekend, and the stadium has a capacity of less than 60,000. So
where were all those people going then? That's a problem.
Well, they go to the pub, they watch the game, they celebrate, and then they have food, they drink, and they spend money, right? Which has a huge impact on the city.
And then, of course, the other phenomenon here was Grand Prix Formula One, where they have that as well, was another big impact on this city.
Absolutely. So I think it's the second time, at least. They are coming back, so in November. And yes, that's, again, it's another example. So there's many, right? We had
London is another one where there were several concerts all at once, and plus Wimbledon, somebody said on the panel, right?
Absolutely. And now the Olympics coming to Paris.
Paris, of course, and that's going to be great. Really, I mean, a lot of people say they're avoiding Paris, but I think a lot of people will still be going there, right?
Yes, absolutely. What the city of Paris said, that what is their ambition is actually they want Paris to be a better destination after the Olympics than before the Olympics. So the idea is really to try to, let's say, attract the people even after, right? They want people to want to come back to Paris, right? So
I got to tell you right now, I'm going before. So I'm going to be there at the beginning of July. Then I'm getting out of there and going down to the Rhone River. I'll be back through Charles de Gaulle, and that's it. I'm going avoiding the second part of July. That's it. I think that's a good strategy, right?
Yeah, no, that's one strategy, obviously. But yes, no, I think that's the idea, to try to create a lasting appeal. Is very important, right? Because otherwise this is a one-off, which is good. But if you have that strategy to try to really to build on the events, and after the event, this is ideal, right?
Absolutely. Well, let's end talking about Bedsonline. For travel advisors who may not be using you right now, where can they go to figure out how to use Bedsonline and really how it can help them?
Well, first of all, they can visit our website, and we will be more than happy to connect with them if they leave their details. So that's I would say, if they don't know us, this is the best way to start to connect with us, and then very quickly they will have access to our web. We will give them credentials, and then they can by themselves. But also with tutorials if needed, they can start to look at what we are offering, and hopefully to test and work with us.
And that's it. So you have access to up to 200,000 hotels around the world, and you can get commission on them, right?
Yes, absolutely. So 200,000 hotels in the world, 20,000 activities, transfers, and I would say even that's already big.
Yeah.
It's not a starting point, but it will grow, and we will add product and services in the future.
Well, Bertrand, I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with me on this. It's been a great conference, and I've learned a lot about HBX and Bedsonline. And again, it's a tool that you really want, a booking tool that you should use, and there's a lot more behind it. HBX is a technology company, and they keep on building stuff. And the message here I got was they're building even more stuff. They're a B2B company, and they can help your business quite a lot. Again, Bertrand, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And we are B2B, and we will stay B2B.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.